Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made my heart-shaped bird seed bird feeders for my Valentine's Day gazebo display. This is just cardboard that I cut out a heart shape out of, and I got the thicker corrugated cardboard. Seems like it lasts a little better. Scrape those off. I do have some bird seed down already, and that's left over from the last one that I made. That the woodpeckers are trying, even as I'm making this one, to get to. They're a little bit shy still. But the first thing I do, scoop out peanut butter. Spread it all the way to the edges. This is just like my first layer. It's like making a peanut butter sandwich, really. And you want a good layer. You want at least a seeds, one of these small seeds thickness layer of peanut butter on there. The oil right now, even as we are spreading this on, is soaking into that cardboard. And that was one of the concerns I had whenever I first started. What happens if it rains? It's going to disintegrate and blow away in the wind. But the oil actually protects the cardboard from the rain. And the last ones I put up on my test run, my first ones actually that I made, they lasted for about 3 days, through rain, through snow. I would not probably do this for a summer project because I think the peanut butter would just get too runny. And I used some cheap bird seed. It's not expensive bird seed, which if I put this bird seed in my feeder, most of it would end up on the ground. But when I do this, I don't know if it's the flavor of the peanut butter that I go ahead and eat it. I don't know, but I don't have the mess. I don't have the sunflower shells underneath there because the birds that land on this actually pick the seeds off and carry them off with them. So the bigger seeds anyway, for sure. I've seen them in the woodpeckers' mouths as they fly away, and titmice, and also the one of the ones that love this so much is the nuthatch, the white-breasted nuthatch. I've seen on these feeders a lot. So you can see I'm just kind of pressing that down, and you will get some on your hand. That's why you have a little cloth handy to wipe it off. And you can see I'm doing this outside. All the seed that is left over will be on the ground, and in the morning I will be swarmed with mourning doves. They love to pick randomly. So you can see they're falling off, but I'm not getting discouraged because I'm going to spread all those seeds out and I'm going to set that on top. And I'm going to press down. Gives it an even force, and it really packs those seeds on there. I was very surprised at how many seeds and how tightly you could spread them on. Now, when I first started, I was like, oh no, I've got seeds already. Well, what's going to happen to the seeds anyway? They're going to go into the peanut butter, so it really doesn't matter if you have some leftover seeds on there. Be like crunchy peanut butter, which I guess you probably could use too. This is just what I had. I don't like to eat crunchy peanut butter, so I didn't have crunchy peanut butter. And you'll notice there are seeds sticking, so I always wait till I get to the end of my peanut butter jar. And then I started setting it aside and opening up a new one for home use, human use. like I said, I mean, I made that first one, and I was up there hanging it up. I could hear the birds fluttering. Took a little bit of concentration since I was on the ladder, so I didn't look to see which ones. But I went in the house to get my video camera and another cardboard heart, and I looked out the window, and they were already all over it. Especially the hairy, not hairy, but the downy woodpeckers. They absolutely love these. And the first ones I put out, I put popsicle sticks. I hot glued popsicle sticks on there for a perch for them. What I found out is that none of the birds that came to this used the popsicle sticks. They ended up, because it was hot glue and it did get cold, they ended up falling off, so I had to go out and pick them up. And I had to go away. I'm at the campground. This is where I'm doing this at the campground. I had to go away. It was my birthday weekend, and all my friends were wanting to have a birthday party with me. So they were about, they had eaten off the top parts of the heart whenever I left. And then after I came back from the weekend, they must have really figured it out because they were gone. I mean, the hearts were still there, but every seed on it was picked off. And I had done a test earlier. Whenever I started this, I used toilet paper rolls, which is also a great idea, but since it's Valentine's and I want to make my campsite look special, I'm doing the hearts. But I tested it, and I had picked up a bunch of twigs and stuff that had fallen into the campsite during the winter months. Because my husband works up here, and we stay up here through the winter too. And I took the toilet paper roll and used it to start my fire, and the oil from the peanut butter actually made it into a great fire starter. Worked out great. You can see I just put another layer on. I want to make sure I have plenty so it don't start sticking to the table, and just keep pushing it in. Don't forget to do these edges, because as you push, the peanut butter squishes. I'm going to kind of poke that back in. And so now it's ready to be hung. The first ones I hung with just hemp string. I poked a hole with my handy dandy needle, big thick needle with a flat edge so you can get a good hole to thread through. But then today I had brainstormed and I realized I have these shower curtains. Rings. Very cheap. I think I paid $1 for them at Walmart's. I have these shower curtain rings that I've been using to hang other things on my gazebo out here. So what I did with the last one is I went ahead and poked my hole. There's the needle. Okay, poke my hole, and I poke it right. I give about a ½ an inch. That way it's good and solid. Because the wind will blow. It is February. Ooh, see, that's a little goopy. It's a warm day today, so it makes it a little bit messy, but it still sticks on there. Then I poke that through on either side. Like I said, handy dandy towel. You gotta have that. Grab another one. And what I'll do is tie my hemp string on these, and you want 2 of them. And this is something I found out through trial and error. You can't just hang it on one, because I think it makes the woodpeckers dizzy when they get on there. It starts spinning. So you need 2 places to base your heart shape from. That keeps it also from shaking around too much in the wind and getting beat up. Then I just take the strings, tie it on my gazebo, and next time I make these, I won't have to, these will already be hung by the strings, and I won't have to change out my strings and everything. I can just make these and hang them up there. Now, to climb the ladder. So I'm kind of hiding behind my outdoor chair and my roses that I got for my birthday from my husband. You can see the woodpeckers wanting to get close, but he doesn't quite trust me yet. And just like that, they're already back. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.